Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akmanakwa out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one doesn't have a title as of yet. But you know, we'll have it in post, or we'll get it throughout the lesson at some point in time. All right, but Lord willing. But it's dealing with wisdom, all right, and using it. And it, you know, we have been blessed with having wisdom, all right. At least, you know, the vast majority of us, all right. At least you should, if you consider yourself in this truth, all right. You should be a user of wisdom, right? Now, this is kind of it came through me through the Spirit, and I don't know if it's, you know, inspired by what I said yesterday, with General Mahayman, all right, and all that. In case you know, didn't know about that situation, a long time ago, there was a situation where, you know, ISUPK and IUIC, ISUPK and IUIC had a street brawl, and in the hood, don't be a menace, fucking boys in the hood style street brawl, and then, you know, brothers were making lessons about it, and General Mahayman came out, I guess in an attempt to defend himself, just made himself look even more of an idiot, saying that, you know, what's that word that cowards use? Oh yeah, wisdom. And a matter of fact, let's see, wisdom is for cowards. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This is actually the video itself here. And I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this for you. I don't think the brother will mind, because I don't want to go and try to find out wherever the hell that original video is. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this for you. All right, courtesy of Elder Manatha Zakba. All right, on his page. If you haven't seen the video, you can go watch it. It was a little bit ago, like 9 months ago, I guess. Is this a repost? Was it really only 9 months ago? Huh. Guess it wasn't as long as I thought. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you. All right, so you can listen to this vexation. This is not the spirit to be in. All right, and we'll go ahead and jump into the lesson right off the bat after that and grab some scriptures. So here you go.
All you have to do is not turn cur every time you see them. Is not give up your dignity and your integrity. You must honor your oath, and you took an oath to stand if it meant losing your life with our King Jesus Christ. That's your oath, and you must do it.
There's the first sign of having no wisdom, is that they're using the name Jesus Christ. All right, that's the first sign of no wisdom.
This is not something your wife has to do.
And as a matter of fact, as soon as they say Jesus Christ, you can pretty much just throw anything away right after that. They're not going to give you no renown, you know, deep knowledge. All right, after they say some word like Jesus Christ, they're not going to give you anything but a bunch of just stupidity. Okay, if you're still hooked on J's, man, it's 2024, man. It's a little late for you.
This is not something your child has to do. This is something that you have to do. This is a thing of honor among men. It's people special to himself. A people who God loves close to him, keeps close to him. Continue.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you.
Stop. The Most High did not set his love upon you or choose you. Because once again, this can be something that you might want to understand. Let me give you brothers one of my first orders for tonight.
Here you go.
First of all, this I would pray with a fervent, sincere prayers that the IUIC would come and circle one of our schools. I would pray that something like that would happen. And the Lord God that sits in heaven, if he is merciful, he'll let it happen. Here's what you're supposed to do. If you're alone in that school, you go outside.
Right.
In the UPK, Gino Jennings stays inside. You're not allowed to stay inside. If you are alone in the school, if you are in the fucking supermarket and some purple pig comes up to you and wants to battle you, you give him something that give him what he asked for.
Right.
You understand? Give him exactly what he wants. If you're out with your wife at a goddamn gender reveal with the blue dye all over you, and some purple faggot wants to battle you, give him exactly what he came there for. Don't ever deny a battle, ever.
So he's saying never back down, no matter what situation you're in. Don't be circumspect. Rush on head forth. All right, just rush straight into it. All right, never try to. Don't ever spit on a flame. Let's go and grab that real quick. He's saying don't ever spit on a flame. All right. It's Ecclesiastes 28:12. It says, "If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth." Now, at the end of the day, if you gotta fight, you gotta fight. Okay? That's that. If you gotta fight, you gotta fight. All right? But you should not in any way be trying to you should try first and foremost to get your way out of it. All right? And use circumspection. Because you don't know what's going to happen in these fights, man. You don't know what's going to happen. What are you saying? You saying back down? If you can, absolutely. Use wisdom. Be circumspect, man. You don't, what, you don't want to fight? You don't know. No, I don't. These days, no, I don't want to fight. Because these days you don't fight. You know, these days, even if you get in one hit on them, good. They still have the chance of going back to their car or reaching down their pants and pulling out a blicky. Glack, glack, glack. Done. You're dead, right? Hey, but you weren't a bitch, though. At least you didn't back down. All right, but now you're gonna back down. You're gonna be put back down, you know, into the ground as you're lowered down in that fucking casket. All right, because your ass is dead. So now you're a strong big street dude, a dead big old street dude that can't do shit because now he's food for the maggots, right? So that's how it goes, man. So yes, in any situation that you can, yes, you should yikwaba, man. Use your wisdom to back out of a situation. There ain't nothing wrong with saying, hey, look, you want to fight? No. Why would I want to fight? What the fuck are you talking about? You want to fight? No, not particularly. Not really. No. Do you? Don't say that, because that'll start a fight. But no, not really. No. Why would anybody want to fight? You know, if you're having a friendly battle or something, you know, in a ring with some boxing gloves on, yeah, that's cool. But who wants to roll around on the concrete street with dirty and gum and spit all over it and throw blows? All right, just bare knuckle blow. No, ain't nobody want to do that. Ain't nobody want to do that. Some people do. All right, but ain't no man of the Lord want to be just fighting. All right, as I said, it's a different thing. A friendly little boxing match, or you know, because there's a sense of honor about boxing. All right. That's the other thing is like with these street brawls, you'll just keep beating the person. Here, the person's been knocked out for 15 minutes. You're just beating them, stepping on their nose and shit, kicking them in the head with your fucking Timberlands. All right, just bouncing their head off the concrete, giving them concussions. All right, all sorts of brain trauma. All right, it's just at that point, man. It's just a brutal. It's an attempted murder almost, you know. So no, in any situation that you can, it'd be wise of you. You know, because we're not supposed to be being, you know, big bad Bill, all right, from the Wild West with a revolver on our hip, you know, and people walk by and fucking the Django. No, that ain't supposed to be us, man. Anybody can get it, you know. No, we're not supposed to be like that. Now, if we got to fight at the end of the day, we got to fight, okay? And Lord willing, hey, Babu Kusha, call all you Halbash Meow Shy. None of us are ever put in that situation. Okay, and if we are ever put in that situation by some means of the devil, right? Satan, right? Just you know, Satan, you know, the devil, the Esau out here with you know, all these riled up spirits. All right, say if anything like that does happen, hey, may Yahweh Meow Shai protect us in those times. So, you know, these situations are it's just ridiculous to rush in head on. All right, it's ridiculous. All right, it's not advised. It's ill-advised. Would not be smart to do. You'd be much better. You want to fight? No, not really. You got a problem? I don't have a problem. No, I don't have a problem at all. No. Did I offend you in some type of way? Well, yeah, you know, when you said that, just kind of the way you said it kind of made me feel that's not the way I meant it. Oh shit, man, you right. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, man. I was kind of acting like an asshole, and you can go about your day. Or do you want to walk to the supermarket with a bloody nose because you got in a fight for 5 minutes? Ain't nobody want that, man. Ain't nobody want that. You'd be better off using wisdom, all right, yikwabbing them, all right, getting out of that situation that could turn deadly these days. You got to realize what time you're in. It's not just, 1-2, fight for 2 minutes, all right, and then you bust him in the lip, he busts you in the lip, all right, one of you falls down, you get your hand out, hey, come on up, good man, you good, you pick him back up, and you dust your shirt off and go your separate ways. It ain't like that anymore. Now it's you bust his lip, he busts your lip, he goes, gets a gun, and guns you down, and it's who wins in that? Who wins in that? You don't win because you're dead, and he don't win because he didn't even fight you. He just shot you like a bitch. So yeah, if you could get out of the fight, I'd highly advise it. I would highly advise it. Ecclesiasticus 28:12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched, and both these come out of thy mouth. There you go, man. And plus, a lot of us, man, there's young brothers, but a lot of us ain't super young. We had no business fucking fighting it up. You know, street brawling like we're 18, 17 years old. And we have no business doing that shit, man. A lot of us are getting old. A lot of us already have families, wives. Okay, we don't need to be having a street brawl every 5 minutes. All right, if you can back down out of it. That's all those words that those idiots use, man. You gonna back down? You're gonna be a bitch? You're gonna be a punk? Look, when we're doing this battle, this is the battle for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, spiritual warriors for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, that does in no way mean that we need to go door to door handing out fucking dirt naps. All right, or busting people down and popping lips and breaking hips. All right, by no means is that what that means. All right, now we can't back down from a spiritual battle. Okay, that's true. We can't back down something scriptural related. Okay, because we're spiritual warriors of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But that doesn't mean you have to go every fight. Yeah, so if I got big worm looking ass motherfucker, I'm gonna fight him. Why? I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I know for sure I'm gonna get my ass kicked. It'd be stupid. It'd be stupid to fight him. But hey, wouldn't want to be a coward now, would I? Fuck that shit, man. Ecclesiasticus 28:12. Once again, if thou blow the spark. What you think, bitch? You a bitch? You a bitch? Nah, you a bitch. Hey. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. That's blowing the spark. You a bitch. Who you calling bitch? A bitch. You know, that's blowing a spark. If you blow a spark, what happens? What happens? You ever seen those survival shows? What happens when you blow a spark? A big old flame starts a brewing, right? And it gets worse and worse and worse. And for their case, better and better and better because they need that flame. But for your case, it won't be so good because now he's gonna get mad. Now he's gonna go to the car. I got something for you. All right, I'm gonna be back. All right, come on, blam, blam, blam. Do you want that? Do you want that, Jake? Apparently, some of you talk like that's how you want it. All right. It says, if thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. You think I'm a bitch? No, I never said that. Look, man, I think this is a misunderstanding. I never had any beef with you at all. All right. You didn't? I thought you looked at me weird. Hey, man, I got a fucking, my eye is weird. I don't know. You got a weird eye. No, my eye kind of just rolls right sometimes. I don't know. I got it. What do they call it? I got a lazy eye. You know, not to lie, but if you have some, maybe, I don't know. Fuck. Figure it out. Okay. Oh shit. My bad, bro. I didn't misunderstand. I thought you were mad dogging me. I wasn't mad dogging you at all. Oh, my bad, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. My bad. Yeah. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched, and both of these come out of thy mouth. You want to go and start some shit? Some shit will find you, man. Hey, it's like that old saying. You want to, if you go looking for trouble, it'll find you. All right. So let's go back and listen to this fucking moron. And like I said, I don't even talk about Bishop Nathaniel like this. This is exclusive to this dumbass. This guy he's a reprobate, a reject of the Lord. Just all the names.
Whoever wants the battle can have one. They can have one anytime they want it. And the IUIC are a bunch of filthy sinners, homosexuals, thieves, and liars. I have their mug shots up here, and I can play tonight, or General Yohana will put them up on the screen. I have all of it if you need it. They steal from their own members. They send dick pics to each other.
So you have dick pics saved from them? That's a little weird, isn't it?
I have that right here.
He has it.
I have it right here. I can play it tonight, but
I can show you the dicks. Isn't that a little weird? It's a little weird, isn't it?
I might not have time. You can go find it out on your own, and they go.
I don't have time to show you the dicks tonight, but you can see them on your own. All right there, gentleman. Bust your hymen. All right, gotcha.
killed transsexuals that they're dating. And they murdered a poor little sister who had sex with one of their African dogs in Africa. She got murdered. They thought they could force Geno Jennings to give up his religion. Listen, maybe Geno Jennings doesn't come outside. We come outside. We have to come outside. Does everyone understand me? If I ever hear about one of you saying, well, I thought it was, what's the word cowards use? I had to use wisdom. They thought they could force Geno Jennings to give. If I ever hear about one of you saying, well, I thought it was, what's the word cowards use? I had to use wisdom. I had to use wisdom. That's a coward. What's the word cowards use? I had to use wisdom. What's the word cowards use? I had to use wisdom. That's a coward. What'd you do? Well, see, it was like 40 of them. And I was there in the supermarket, so you know I had to use. The Bible says, be harmless as a dove and gentle as a gentle. Brother, you better go outside.
So he's saying, ignore the Bible. We don't need it. You better go outside and fight 40 people and get your ass beat to oblivion. This guy's a fucking retard.
Be gentle out of these doors. We can't let a coward sitting here with us. This isn't like high school. This is like prison.
This is like prison. You're comparing the gospel to prison. What the fuck are you talking about? This guy's a reprobate and a retard. And a matter of fact, I've heard enough. You want to go listen to the rest of it? I can't barely stand this dude, man. This guy, Lord willing, this is whatever. Something's gonna come to him. All right, he's gonna be involved in a situation. You know what, Jeremy Hyman? I better not hear you saying, "Oh, I'm back down." Oh, you better know wisdom. You better go and fight him. You better go and fight him, Jeremy Hyman. You better stick by your goddamn words. You better stick by it. You said wisdom's for cowards. You got 50 people ready to bust your lip down. You better not back down. You better fight even every last one of them. This better look like Kill Bill, bitch. This better look like Kill Bill. You better be going from person to person, handing out nap, bap, 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 bap. You know, right? No, left hook, right hook, bam, kick to the shin, bam, bam, bam. You better go every single one of them. There's 40 dudes. You better go through the whole line like this is fucking, like this is a street fighter. All right, you better make it to the end of that boss, man. You better make it to the boss fight. You better fight all your way through. If you so much as back down from one, you're a coward, right? You're a coward. Live by your words. He's gonna eat those words, man. He's gonna fucking eat those words because he's putting out wickedness. He's telling you to disregard the Bible. They say, oh, wisdom is for cowards. They say, oh, a wise as serpent. So you're saying, oh, what? You're mocking the Bible now? Now you're going, what are they saying? The wise as serpent. You know, that's literally what the Bible says, is to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You idiot, you moron, you reprobate. Okay? This guy's an idiot. He's always been an idiot. All right? Some of the comments. Oh my God, I don't believe that he is really talking like this. ISUPK is some wicked ninjas for real. He's telling his congregation to fight IUIC. This person said, I think that's a woman. It says, we'll get this. I didn't have this. Call all Yahweh Meow Shai. This is a GMS servant of the Most High, Ecclesiastes 7:19. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. And I already did a lesson about this. I don't want to remake it a lesson about this, but hey, this is when we make lessons, all right, about wisdom. All right, the first place that I think, at least, I don't know about we as in all brothers, the first place that I think of an example of using wisdom is to not be like General Hyman. Okay, so what else do we got? Wisdom of Solomon. This is GMS. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I don't want to butcher it. Slack you, brother. Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. I thought wisdom was for cowards, right? That wisdom was for cowards. Amathi Eyes from Yahweh says, Shalom Zakwan. This dude is a pure comedian. And Elder Menat Zatba came back and said, certainly not a man of the Lord. He's not a man of the Lord. That man is a fucking demon. And man, jeez, I don't even want. Guys, this guy's a demon. This guy is a demon, man. This guy's all the names, man. He's a fucking reprobate. He's a demon. I think he's got to be set up, man. He's got to be set up. You can't not be a player. You're teaching in the name of Jesus Christ. You're telling people to fight. This guy's got to be a fucking agent, man. He's got to be an agent, like an agent provocateur almost. All right, because he's not even just an agent. He's constantly trying to get Israel to do something off, telling you to go and do drugs or fuck someone's wife or to go into getting fights. He's a provocateur, man. He's trying to. What is that? Provocateur. All right. A person who deliberately behaves controversially in order to provoke argument or other strong reactions. He's got to be a provocateur, man. He's got to be. All right. An exciter, an agitator, an inciter. He's trying to incite things within the house of Israel, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's got to be, man. He's got to be. Because he's not right. He's not right. Okay? He is not right. So this is James 1:5. All right. Now, if this is too much for you, you don't want to be a coward, you can go ahead and leave, because we're going to be talking about cowardly stuff, right? We're going to be talking about wisdom. So if it's too much for you or too little for you, you just go ahead and leave, and you can walk down Main Street and find a fist fight somewhere else, okay? Because we're not dealing with it. We over here, we don't pride ourselves. We don't want to get in fist fights. I know I don't. I know many other brothers. You want to get in a fist fight? Any brother with a head on his shoulder say no. No. You think if go and ask all the brothers, ask Apostle DeHard, do you want to get in a fist fight? He'd probably tell you no. What kind of stupid question is that? No. All right. Ask Elder Manat Zabba if he wants to get in a fist fight. No. Ask Elder Hawad if he wants to get in a fist fight. He's gonna say no. Ask Elder Yashawamba if he wants to get in a fist fight. He's gonna say no. All right. Because it's not our job to be handing out fucking fists. All right. Here's a fist for you. Bap. Here's a fist for you. Bop. This ain't fucking Oprah. All right, everybody gets a fist. Bap, 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 bap. That ain't how it goes, man. All right. Now sometimes, and I'm not gonna name brothers. All right. If you know about the situation, you know the situation. Sometimes you might have to hand one out. All right. And what that brother did was not wrong. All right. And even he in that situation said he wishes he would have handled the situation better. All right. And I hate to even bring it up, but there is sometime at camp. All right. There might be something like that you can't, there's nothing you can do, right? That's just what you got to do. You got to stand your ground. They attack you, you got to hit them on back, right? Nothing wrong with that, all right? You got to hit them on back, all right? But to show you that even that brother, all right, and I could, that person, all right, not necessarily a brother, but that person, they have a different title than brother. I'm not going to give it away, but, even them, feels like they could have handled that situation better and perhaps even avoided it. Does that make them a coward? No. That means that's them examining and saying, you know what, I could have used more wisdom in that scenario. And I'm not saying that about him. He had to do what he had to do. All right. But I'm just saying, even then, he's examining himself, saying, you know what, I could have probably handled that better, and it might not have even happened. What is that? What is that an example of? Wisdom. All right. Growing. All right. And knowledge, and say, you know what, I know, I went through that. Now I know how to handle it the next time. Right. That doesn't make them but hey, what cowards for wisdom, right? You should, it's in the whole thing is that, look, some of these camps, they really don't want to grow. They never want to grow. They don't want to learn anything in this truth. They just want to be the same old. They came in as Pookie, and they want to stay as Pookie. All right. And if you come in as Pookie, you want to stay as Pookie, guess what? You're going to burn as Pookie. All right. That's how you're going to go. All right. You're going to stay as Pookie and D-Ray and Ray Day and Big Worm. All right. You came in like that and you didn't want to change. Guess what? You're going to burn like Big Worm and Day Day. All right. And Marshall. All of that. All right. You're going to burn like them. You want to be a hood rat? You're going to die like a hood rat, man. You're going to have a hood rat death. All right. And the Lord will give it to you. Okay, but over here we don't want to get into fights. All right, we want to be handing out dirt naps. We don't want to be handing out whoa, I carry a stick at camp just in case. Nobody wants to hand out a dirt nap. All right, nobody wants to hand that shit out, or and it could happen anytime. You could accidentally kill someone, man. You fight them, fucking around. That's why you got to be very careful, man. I used to know this girl I used to date back in the day. Her mom's brother, all right, her uncle, all right. Well, actually, her grandfather, I should say, her grandfather, her dad, her mom's dad got into a bar fight. All right. Some shit was said. I don't know exactly how it went, but you know what happened? Someone busted him one right in the face. Bam! You know what happened? He fell back and hit one of those curbs. All right? Right on his head. Dead. All right? Now, do you think that guy came out that bar that had a beef with him, was planning on killing him that night? Maybe, maybe not. But at the time being, it was a fist fight. But guess what? He fell wrong. Bam! Right on the concrete. Hit his head on a curb or one of those parking stops, however it was, or just the ground. I don't remember how it went. I just know that it killed him because he hit his head and he died. All right? So think about that. Now what situation in? Now you got manslaughter charge. Not murder, because you didn't mean to kill him, but you got a manslaughter charge. All right? And maybe some other charges on top of it, you know, depending on how it went. All right? So yeah, now guess what? Now you got to do a little bit of a bid. All right? Let's look. How long would you have to do? How long is manslaughter? 10 to 16 months. So you can go up for a year. Involuntary manslaughter. You didn't mean to do it. You didn't mean to do it, but they're still going to put you into jail for 10 to 12 months. All right, and that's Babylon shit, all right, because if you really didn't mean to hurt the person, at the end of the day, that was the judgment of the Lord, okay? You didn't mean to kill the person, all right? You just want to punch him in the face. That was it. He fell back, tripped wrong, bam, hit his head and died. You didn't want to kill him, all right? It just happened that way because it was judgment of the Lord, but still got to do a little bit of a bid, man. Almost a year to over a year, okay? Nobody wants that, all right? And you know what you're going to do there? You sit there in that prison and you should learn wisdom, but you won't, because wisdom doesn't dwell in prisons, okay? Because if they had wisdom to begin with, they wouldn't be there. So that the Jeremiah and bullshit, that's the type of stuff that ends you up in a cell. Okay, so James 1 and 5. What if you don't have wisdom, though? What if you don't have wisdom? Well, James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. You don't have wisdom? Hey, beg the Lord. Ask the Lord. Pray to the Lord to give you wisdom. All right? Because part of coming into this truth and this faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is getting that wisdom. All right? Because back in the world, we didn't have any wisdom. We didn't have, first of all, we've been throwing that term around, wisdom. What is wisdom? What is wisdom? What is it?
Wisdom.
The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. Sagacity, intelligence, understanding. And that, I mean, once you get in intelligence and understanding and insight, it goes so, there's so much. The circumspection, how to handle yourself, things and life experience, what you should do, when you shouldn't do, when to pray, you know, when to pray to the Lord for this, when to ask for that, when to abstain from doing something, when to do something, when to back down. There's so many different. Wisdom isn't just wisdom is not just circumspection, but circumspection is part of being wise. Okay, wisdom, and that's why I didn't entitle this lesson anything. Well, I haven't even titled it yet, but that's why it's not titled anything about circumspection, because we're not necessarily even speaking about circumspection. I've thrown it around a little bit, but we've done a lot of lessons on circumspection, so I didn't want to just grab a bunch of circumspection scriptures, because we're talking about wisdom as a whole. Okay, because circumspection is one puzzle piece of a whole puzzle. What that puzzle is wisdom. All right, that knowledge, that understanding, how to hold yourself. Listen, you know, thinking about the scriptures and how you can apply to those to yourself on a day-to-day, you know, before you get in a fight. Hey, maybe I should spit on this flame instead of blowing on it. All right, think about the scripture. Hey, be circumspect. All right, maybe I should be circumspect going into the situation. Or, you know, other things, you know, or hey, should I do certain things that are just folly that you just don't want to do? It's not even, you know, and it goes back to circumspection as well. Just using wisdom. All right, using wisdom. All right, and I can't tell you how to use wisdom in your life. You have to learn how to apply that to yourself, just as I have to learn to apply it to myself. We could all do better and use more wisdom. Some things we say, certain things that we shouldn't say. Sometimes we do certain things that we shouldn't do. We look back and said, ah, man, that was kind of fucked up. I said that, or I shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid risk, or it was dumb that I shouldn't have even done that. Use wisdom. All right, and it's not always with just getting in a fight. All right, getting in a fight. For example, you know, going down to a casino and blowing your whole check. That's not using wisdom. That's stupid. All right, now is that a sin at the end of the day? No, if you want to blow your whole check, I mean, it's not a sin to do it, but it's not wise. All right, that's not showing that you have intelligence. That's some real stupid shit. All right, and honestly, at that point, it's probably an addiction. At that point, it is going off because now you have an addiction that's keeping you from the Lord, man. Okay, so let's continue on. So that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is intelligence. All right, and a matter of fact, let's go and get this scripture in the Blue Letter Bible because I want to see what the Blue Letter Bible has to say about wisdom. Okay, let's go and see. It says, right here, wisdom. All right. Sophia.
Strong's G 4678. Sophia. Sophia.
Sophia. Huh, that's a good name. I like that. Wisdom, broad and full of intelligence, used of the knowledge of very diverse matters. Very diverse matters. It's deep. There's a lot. So it's not just one thing. It's broad and full of intelligence, used of the knowledge of very diverse matters. Many different things. The wisdom which belongs to men, the varied knowledge of things human and divine, acquired by acuteness and experience, and summed up in maxims and proverbs, the science and learning, the act of interpreting dreams, and always giving the sagest advice. See all these definitions? Intelligence, evidence in discovering the meaning of some mysterious number or vision, skill in the management of affairs, devout and proper prudence and intercourse with men, not disciples of Hamashiach, skill and discretion in imparting Christian truth, the knowledge and practice of requisites for godly and upright living, supreme intelligence such as belongs to Yahweh, to Hamashiach, the wisdom of Yahweh as evinced in forming and executing counsels in the formation and government of the world and the scriptures. Heavy. There's a lot, but it goes back to one thing. Knowledge, right? So, James 1:5, and if you don't have it, James 1:5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. The Lord, hey, if you want something, you got to pray for it, man. Simple as that. Now, Proverbs 9 and 10. So here it is. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. All right. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So in order to even begin to get wisdom, all right, there's one thing that has to happen. All right. You have to fear the Lord. If you have no fear of the Lord, you will not be wise, because you don't really learn. And I've gotten my ass whooped by the Lord personally. All right. And trust me, you don't want it. All right. Many brothers have. All right. Many brothers out there have gotten their ass whooped by the Lord. Testimonies I've heard from such as Elder Manasseh Zakba. I've heard one from Elder Apostle Gabar. Those are just two brothers. When I think of, a testimony of getting their ass whooped, those are the two brothers I think about. All right. Those are the two brothers I think about. All right. Because they have a good one. All right. And I loved hearing their testimony, because I myself went through that situation where, you knew about the truth, you put it off, weren't doing anything, and then something terrible happened. All right. And again, it's their testimony. I'm not going to tell you what their testimonies were. All right. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I remember Apostle Gabar's in its entirety, but I remember Elder Manasseh Zakba's. All right. But not in its entirety, but I just remember the situation they had. But it's not for me to tell. That's for those brothers to tell you. If you want to go hear it, get it from the men that it happened to. Right. And then I can give you mine. It's a testimony after all from the person it happened to. So mine, like I said, I've told it before, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. All right. I knew about the truth. I was too busy just playing video games all day and not watching lessons. I wasn't teaching, none of that. And I got super, super sick, super ill, didn't know what it was, in and out of the hospital, and they never found anything. They said it was a heart issue, and that's why it was causing those things. And and they just said it was this shit called left ventricular hypertrophy. All right, it's not a super serious. They also call it athlete's condition, athlete's heart, or something like that. It's basically a hardening of the left ventricle, right? And it can cause things such as dizziness, right, and certain things like that. Now, once I got so ill, man, I thought I was gonna die. I repented and told the Lord that I was gonna start teaching, all right, and stop messing around like that. Okay. At the time, I was still vaping, and not vaping. I was still using nicotine, and I still continued to use nicotine after that for a long time. But call all Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. He gave me, some grace. And then I found out through a street teacher video Elder Menatazatba that you can't even do that, because I thought it was fine because I quit vaping by using those pouches. All right, because I know we're not supposed to vape, so I thought the pouches were okay because you're not smoking. Well, I didn't know about the whole addiction thing, so I didn't think about it like that. But as soon as it came from him, and that's through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I needed to hear that, and I stopped that. So I don't use none of that now. But it was a long journey. All right, but anyway, going back, I didn't finish it up. When I started teaching, it went away. Now I stopped for a little bit because I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. Is it on me? But the Lord knew I wasn't doing it out of like malice. All right, but then He put the Spirit on me to start teaching. Started teaching, and then all those effects went away, and then it got better and better as it continued on. And you can fix that stuff, LVH, left ventricular hypertrophy, through diet. But I pray to the Lord that I didn't have that anymore. And hey, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I don't have any of those symptoms anymore. So call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Lord can do things like that to you, man. The Lord can do things like that to you. And the only cure was Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They couldn't find anything. They were looking and looking and looking and looking. And they said, it's LVH, left ventricular hypertrophy. I'm like, all right. So, okay. and that was it. And then, hey, all those things went away when I started just doing what I was supposed to be doing as a man. So, and that was the beginning of wisdom for me, because that's when I had to learn fear. All right, that's when I had to learn the Most High is not a man to mess with. All right, Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. All right, and a lot of us had to learn it the hard way. You can learn it, through faith. All right, and just learning through this truth, or you can learn it the hard way. All right, and a lot of us have to learn the hard way. All right, you either fear the Lord or the Lord will make you fear Him. And man, I'm terrified of the Lord. I'm terrified of the Lord. Okay, like as you should be. You got to realize He could. There's so many different ways he could mess you up. All right, and we don't want any of it. All right, Lord willing, we don't get none of the smoke with the Lord. We don't want it. We want to be on His good side. All right, we want to be on His good side and not His bad. So Proverbs 9:10 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Okay, so but some people need to learn it the hard way. Okay, and General Mahayim must not have any fear. Okay, and he should be very afraid, because it could be that the spanking from the Lord could come at any moment. All right, and it's a terrible, frightful thing. I would not want to be him. I would not want to be him. This Ecclesiastes 1:18, it says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So when you're growing in this truth and you're understanding, you get more information, you find out who the Edomites are, why they're doing this, the things in the world, you're gonna get grief from it. You're like, wow, man, I can't believe they did all these things, and just the situation that we're in, that we went off and here we were, we're the Lord's chosen people, and we went off, we didn't listen to him. All right, that there were Israelites out there saying, crucify him, Yahweh Shai. It becomes, grievous. All right, grief. It puts a grief on us. All right, and it's a sorrow, a sadness. All right, and learning that we're here and why we're stuck here, and being in this terrible situation that we're in, and learning about the things in the world and how things are, on the love of many waxing cold. Hey, it puts grief and sorrow on you, man. When you find, the more you know, the more you really just think about it and say, damn, we're really in a bad situation. But call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we have Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, because without him, man, we'd be, and call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because look, man, we could be out there being a TD, I forgot what the nickname I was gonna say. We'd be out there being a Pookie or a Ray Ray. There, we'll use that one. We could still be out there not knowing anything, man. And hey, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're in this truth, and we woke up and we have this knowledge through His power. Because hey, it's terrible. We know, at least it's terrible, but at least we know it's gonna happen. All right, we had, the Lord warned us, and which is a blessing in itself. And these people, they don't have no knowledge and understanding about it, and that's terrifying. That's terrifying. We'd rather know and be sorrowful than not know and to be happy. All right, we wouldn't change that for anything, because these people don't know what's gonna happen to them, man. Wouldn't you want to know if a snake was hidden in a bush? Wouldn't you want to know? Don't tell me about that snake in that bush. Why? It's gonna bite you. Wouldn't you rather know? All right, wouldn't you rather know? Hey, there's a snake in that bush. It's any time now, So hey, wouldn't you want to know? Some people don't want to know. Some people are just fine walking by that bush and getting ready to be bit. But we know, hey, there's a snake in that bush. Stay away from that bush. All right. Now these other people are going to walk by that bush and get bit. You go the other way. But the other way is longer. Yeah, go that other way unless you want to be bit. Okay. And hey, some people just want to take the short path and they're going to get bit. Me personally, I'd rather take the longer path. Thanks. So Ecclesiasticus 1:18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Proverbs 10:23, is a sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. Okay, so these idiots, they love to do mischief. They like to do stupid, dumb shit, do wickedness. All right, roll up joints, roll up blunts. All right, hang out, go to, I was watching, me and my wife watched last night, Hustle and Flow. Great movie, but that's an example of a fool, man, doing mischief. He's so many things wrong. He did everything wrong. Everything. How many things do you want to do wrong? Yes. He did everything wrong that he could possibly do wrong. All right, treated the girl that was good to him like shit. All right, got involved in bad situations. He was a whoremonger. All right, beat up that one guy in the bathroom, shot that one guy, and you know, as soon as he got out of jail, he did the same shit again. He did the same shit again. All right, not the same exact thing. He went back to being a fool. All right, it is a sport. Proverbs 10:23. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. Okay, and doing stupid shit is not part of the agenda. All right, that's not part of this truth. All right, doing stupid shit and this truth they're not compatible. All right, they're two parts of a different puzzle. All right, that's from the 2/3 puzzle, doing mischief and dumb shit. All right, but understanding and wisdom is from this puzzle of Yahweh Shemi Shai's puzzle. All right, we're over here trying to build this puzzle up. You go over there and build your puzzle up. All right, we don't want none of your puzzle pieces fit with ours. They're not compatible, and none of our puzzle pieces fit with you. All right, so unless you want to put down that puzzle and start working on the puzzle that we're working on through Yahweh Shemi Shai, and you stay right over there, all right, and trying to find all your pieces to your wickedness. We don't want nothing to do with you. We don't want to see you. We don't even so much as want you breathing around us. All right. Ephesians 5:15 through 17. See then that you walk circumspectly. What does circumspect mean? Where is it? That's not what I want. Come on, all the way down at the bottom. Circumspectly, in a way, we're circumspect, wary, and unwilling to take risks. All right, and go, well, you a bitch. That's taking a risk saying that to someone, because they might just shoot you. Ephesians 5:15 through 17. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Not as fools, but as wise. You're over there being a fool with your puzzle. We're over here trying to be wise to the best of our ability, working on Yahweh Shemi Shai's puzzle. All right. Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And the will of the Lord is not you going and beating people up. Okay. And we're trying over here. We're not perfect. We're not 100% wise. Sometimes we're not circumspect. There's certain things that I've been put through that I thought, hey, I could have dealt with that better. All right. Certain things like that I could have done better. But hey, that's why we go through those things. All right. Is to learn how to do better. Okay. So Matthew 10:16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. These people are crazy. They're wild up. They're all hopped up on demons. All right. And hey, you got to be very careful around them. All right. These people that try to start issues with you. Hey, and Lord willing, none of us get into any situations like that where we have to do any of these things. But it's good to have this in your arsenal, your spiritual arsenal. When we say spiritual, your spiritual arsenal, like an arrow. All right. To say, whoo, I'm going to pull this one out right here. Boom. Wisdom. All right. And here's this one. Boom. Circumspection. I'm going to use these ones today, right? In our spiritual battle and shoot those demons down, right? Spiritually, all right? Because we battle with demons. It says Matthew 10:16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and as harmless as doves. And harmless, I said and harmless as doves. Let me read that again. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Don't be trying to be an aggressor. All right. Don't be the aggressor. All right. Be the person that uses wisdom and knowledge to simmer that situation down. All right, you have it at a 10, get that situation down to a 1. All right, you can do it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's one of the things we're good. We're very good speakers. All right, through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, we can, Yaikwaba, man. You use that Jacob power, man, to get yourself out of that situation. Smooth talk them if you got to smooth talk them. Do what you got to do. All right, but you shouldn't be wanting to fist fight. I don't want a fist fight, and neither should you. And nobody should be wanting a fist fight. Nobody wants to fight. Okay, we'll fight spiritually, all right, and battle with scripture, but we're not gonna fight you physically with fists and sticks and all. And we don't want none of that. All right, we don't want none of that. It's not the time for it. So Proverbs 3 and 13 through 18, and then we're gonna go ahead and close out. This is wisdom, right? Verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. That's wisdom. You want that, right? And this isn't just talking about fights in any situation. The closing note, the closing thought is think before you act. Okay? Think before you act. And that's something I could get better with. Everybody, and it's not something you're just done with. You did it once, it's done. That's something we constantly can improve on. All right, is just think. Just use your brain every once in a while. All right, and think. Use wisdom. All right, before blowing all your money, use wisdom. Someone's starting issues with you, use wisdom. Problem with your car, use wisdom. You're dealing with the scriptures, use wisdom. You're talking to somebody about a problem or a situation, use wisdom. And everything that you do, use wisdom. And that's basically the lesson. That's pretty much all we got. And that's probably gonna be the title of the lesson. And everything you do, use wisdom. All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakbadash. I want to give double honors to elders, apostles at Great Millstone, that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you, brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.